This is a puppy that needs a snack. There you go. Good girl. You see the scars from that moccasin that she had an encounter with a while back? Their scars are still there, right there. Yeah, that moccasin chewed you up, didn't it? Poor baby. But as cute as she is, Scout is not the subject of this video. It's been raining, oh man, going on 3 weeks now. And that's why I'm up here on the porch today, continuing my series on my trauma kit. Now, if you're one of my 5 faithful, you know that I started out with a trauma kit based on a SoTech large bag, medical bag, and then I got a second one. So now I've moved into a 3-tier system. I'm going to have the 3 tiers be butt, ruck, and truck. What you would carry in your butt, what you would carry in a ruck, and what you would carry in the vehicle, the truck. And what you see here today is pretty much the completion of 2 of those tiers, ruck and truck. Now what you have here is a SoTech trauma kit backpack. And inside here is the earlier version of the SoTech, pretty much the same thing, it just wasn't a backpack. It didn't have those straps on it. And I've put in this oversized backpack that I have a lot of room for, and I've got all kind of other stuff in there. So there's the ruck and there's the truck. What we're going to do, I'm not going to bore you, I'm just going to open it up and kind of gloss over what I've got in there. This is not going to be I got 1 of these and 3 of these and 2 of these. I'm not going to bore you with that, because nothing is more boring than to watch someone else go through their med kit. We're just going to do a quick review, okay? So there we have the 2 SoTech bags or kits opened up side by side, and of course this is the backpack that this one goes into, and they are almost identical. This is actually the newer version. It has the like I said, the backpack straps on it, and the bags are a little bit different. For the most part, they're the same. And what I've done is tried to mimic as much as possible each bag, so that I would know going from bag to bag where everything was automatically, and there'd be some muscle memory there. Now, just because of the nature of the thing, this bag is going to have more stuff, okay? This kit will have more stuff than this one will. But I've tried to make it as much as possible so that the stuff is in the same place. So let's glance at each one side by side. So I've got Israeli bandages, I've got bleed stop, got a little bit of quick clot, tourniquets, of course gloves. I've got the same thing over here, even more Israeli bandages, tourniquet, and then over here I've got these CPR rescue masks, 1 in each, and then I've got, when it comes to the breathing part, I've got the Berman Airways. Now these kits come with, and these are cheap, you can get these on Amazon. These kits would come with the different sizes, down from child all the way down up to adult, and I've got one in here also. And so that takes care of some bleeding and definitely some breathing, airway type stuff. When it comes to general purpose and meds, I actually have probably a little bit more in the Ruck kit bag than I do over here in the truck kit bag, because I have more room over there for general purpose stuff. So when it comes to GP stuff, I've got everything from thermometers to Sharpies, antibacterial wipes, chem lights. I mean, I've got just a hodgepodge of stuff. One thing I have as part of my general purpose is I've got a body fluids barrier kit and some N95 masks in each one. Now actually those are in a different place, but I have those things. On this one I have some things, you know, like finger splints and stuff like that I might not have over here. You know, in a pinch, you can make finger splints out of stuff you have laying around. So it kind of saves some room there. So that's general purpose and meds. And let's see, I think I have some meds in here. Yes. I've got some anti-diarrheal. I've got some Benadryl, some poison ivy stuff, different kind of meds in there. And oh, I do have finger splints. I have a little package of finger splints, and then I've got the old triangular bandage, like, you know, Boy Scouts from the 50s would have carried and called a first aid kit. Moving down to the last bag is the wound and bleed kit. And notice that I have scissors and gloves in almost every pouch. And that repetition is just so that no matter which pouch I'm in, I can grab those two common items. They're cheap, might as well have them everywhere. Once again, I have your Israeli bandages. Over here, you'll notice I have a wound wash and some lidocaine, topical pain reliever. I don't have those over here, and that's just a space thing. If I can find smaller containers for those items, I will get those over here. And then in the truck version, I just have a lot more gauze and wound packing material, and that's something that you just don't realize how much of that you're going to need. That's something that you just can't have too much of. Also, in this one, I have a little eye kit, and I think I had an eye kit in this one. And when I say an eye kit, yeah, a little eye injury kit. It would consist of, well, let me show you what it consists of. Okay, an eye injury kit consists of eye wash and this little container to help you put the eye wash into the eye. Basically fill that, and then you put that over the eye and have them blink. And then some eye patches, and then a hard patch in case you need that. And an eye kit is an important deal to me. I have it in both of them, and here's why. I'll tell you a little story. I was once way up on the side of a mountain with my two small children doing a geocache. I don't know if you know what geocaching is, but we were looking for a geocache. And I got a cedar branch right in my eyeball, scratched my cornea. So I'm on the side of this hill in Dinosaur Valley State Park in Texas with my two small children. And if you've ever scratched a cornea, the pain is just incredible. So there I am, blind in one eye watering like crazy, just the pain, just, man, having to focus because I've got to walk those kids back down that mountain trail to the car, and then I got to drive 45 minutes back to the house. And, whew, it was rough. It was rough. And if I'd had that, would that have made it better? I don't know. But I had nothing. I had really nothing as far as a first aid kit is concerned. So eye injuries are something that I just think of because of my past experiences. All right, so we've gone through these 8 pouches, and now let's look at what other things we have inside this large backpack that this kit fits into. So we get the closed up and folded up med kit back in to the main compartment of the backpack, and there's plenty of room for it. And then we're going to look at what other things we have. First, I have 2 inexpensive headlamps, because if you are in the dark, you're going to need to be able to see. Then I have a Right in the Rain notebook. I have more scissors. I have some chem lights, Sharpie. All of those are right here, really accessible. Then, and as mentioned before, I've got that body fluids barrier kit and some antibacterials, and then some N95 masks there. Kind of PPE, I guess, protective equipment, personal protective equipment. And then in the larger admin pouch, I have a quick litter. I've got a splint and even a first aid kit. And I've got room for other items. Now, speaking of the quick litter, and I recommend these things. There's like 20 bucks on Amazon or some of the other Chinook Rescue or some of those other medical supply things. I think that's a great thing to have. And as a matter of fact, I have one over here also, right here. So I think that's an important thing to have in both the Ruck and the Truck versions of this med kit. Another thing I'm working on that will end up going in some form into both packs is this takeoff, or my version of the Tactical Combat Casualty card. I've taken the actual Tactical Combat Casualty card that the military uses, and I've revamped it for myself. Basically, I've kind of dumbed it down because there's a lot of medical procedure. There's some gear that I don't have, I'm not going to be using, so they just don't play in. So I've tried to make a casualty card that anyone with a little bit of training could use and benefit from. So it's still a work in progress. Please, if you see anything that you would like to comment on, that you think is missing, or you think I should change, I'm more than happy to listen. And if you would benefit from having this, just like my range card that I gave out a while back, if you'd like a copy of this PDF version of it, then shoot me an email, renaissancemarinetv@gmail.com, and I'll be happy to give it to you. But anyway, still a work in progress. I'm still playing around with it, but whether I laminate it or not, I don't know, but this is something that's going to find its way into both of these packs, a casualty card. So that's the Ruck and the Truck version. I'm glad to put this to bed because I want to get these where they belong and put away. If you, in that really quick look over, see anything that you could just glaringly see I'm missing, please feel free to let me know. And when I touch back on this in the series, I'm going to show you several of my butt medical kits. In other words, the stuff you would carry on your gear. Hey, thanks for watching. I appreciate you.